Welcome back. We are back at the Dreamfinders Townhomes touring the Mariner 2 today. And right now I am on the third floor in one of the bedrooms. And this bedroom actually surprised me. But let's get started at the front door. I'll meet you there. All right, we made it down to the front door of this Mariner 2 that we are going to be touring today. I'm going to do a quick shot of just what the interior of these townhomes look like. So here you have the courtyard and the pool. So a lot of the townhomes face the courtyard and the pool. And so if you did end up with this floor plan, that is likely what you would be seeing from your balcony and from your front door. So let's head in. So down here you have the foyer. You've got the stairs that go up to the second floor. And you have a bedroom, bathroom, and you have the door that goes out to the garage. So the first floor does have 9-foot ceilings. It does make it feel a lot taller in here. I like that they put the oversized doors in, so you have the taller ceilings and the taller doors. Just makes the room feel even bigger. And around to the front door. Again, they've got the glass panels on the front door, which lets in a ton of natural light. And let's go check out the bedroom. So this is the first floor bedroom in the Mariner 2. Now they do have it staged as an office. It honestly is a pretty small room. I think it's about 11 feet by 10 feet. If you're gonna put a bed in here, like a queen bed or a full bed, it would fit, but you're not gonna have a lot of room for extra furniture. I think a twin bed or 2 twins would work really well in here if you needed this for a guest space. And that is the closet. So the closet is a reach-in closet, but it is a little deeper than a standard reach-in closet. So you do have a little bit of extra space. And with the 9-foot ceilings, you do have room to go up and, if you want to get creative with your organizing space there. I do like that they have thermostats on every floor. So this room, there's not a designated air conditioning unit for each floor, but with this thermostat, the way that it works, you can control the temperature in here. So if someone is using it, then they can have their own temperature. If someone's not using it, then you can turn it up to whatever you want to be cost efficient. All right, this bedroom has an ensuite bath. It is a shower, a sink, and a toilet, everything that you need for a bathroom. I like that the tile goes all the way up to the ceiling, and then whatever features you see in this house are the same features that you will find in any unit that they do. They don't put a bunch of upgrades into these models, which I really like, because what you see in here is what you get. All right, I do like that this bathroom has 2 doors. So you probably saw that. This is the door from the bedroom, right? This is the door from the bedroom that goes out into the hallway. This door is the one that goes into the bathroom from the bedroom, but you also have access to this bathroom from the hallway, which I really like just because you're in a pinch, you're running in from the groceries or something, and you got to stop and pee, then you can access it really quickly from this door. Let's check out the garage. All right, so we do have what is technically a 2-car garage here. However, if you think that you're going to be parking 2 cars in here, then the 2 cars that you own should be a Mini Cooper and a John Deere ride-on lawnmower, because although these are considered 2-car garages, they really just aren't wide enough to be able to actually park 2 full-size cars. I think you definitely can park 1 car in here and then have the rest for storage, for bikes, for all your beach stuff. The nice part is that it does have under the stair storage over here. That's a good place, I think, to park like a Barbie Power Wheels car. But really, you could put your Christmas decorations in there, anything like that. And one of the things that my husband and I did at our house is, since you do have 9-foot ceilings on this first floor, and then you have a little bit of extra room because of the gap here, you can put storage racks that hang down from the ceiling, and that helps to create extra storage space in here. So over here, you have the water heater and just like a little bit of extra room for storage, but not too much. You could maybe fit a small fridge here. They do have an outlet here for you and other outlets along the walls. So this floor plan is going to be 3 full bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and a half bath on the second floor. And we are going to head up to the second floor right now. All right, we are on the second floor, which is where you have your kitchen, dining area, and your living room. And so it really is open in here. And honestly, guys, I actually forgot to turn the lights on. So But I actually think that's actually a great way to just visualize that the natural light in this unit is really, really good. And this is not even an end unit. This is a middle unit. And so the natural light in here is amazing. I honestly, even if I was cooking right now, I don't think I would need to turn the lights on. So let's check out the kitchen. So you've got your oven, microwave here, range, cabinets. Let's see if they're soft close. Ready? Soft close, that's good. The only thing is, when you're mad, you can't slam the cabinet doors or slam the drawers to let anyone know that you're mad. I do like this vent hood here. This vent hood actually vents outside, so it's not one of those microwave vents that just recirculates the air. This one vents outside. And here you have the sink and your dishwasher. I love, love, love that the windows go out over the sink. It's just one of my favorite features. The house that I grew up in, you know, I grew up in the North, and I feel like every house in the North had a window above the sink. Like, I feel like that's just how houses were made up there. So to me, that's a really cool feature because at least you can have a view when you're doing the boring job of doing the dishes. Okay, big island. It is wrapped in shiplap. Just like I said before, anything you see in here is the way that it comes. So if there's shiplap around the island, that is going to be in every single unit. Let's check out the pantry. So not only do you have a ton of cabinet storage in this model, you do have a pretty big size pantry here. Like, there is room for food and there's room for all of your choice. So if you enjoy cooking, you'll enjoy having a coffee bar. That's the perfect spot for a coffee bar. There is no shortage of storage in this kitchen. I really like the color of the floors. This is the color of the floors in my house. So I definitely am a little bit partial, but this is probably one of my favorite colors. To me, it just reminds me of the beach, reminds me of sand. And I guess it, you know, it probably hides the sand very well too, but I just love this color. I think it's warm and inviting. So they did a really nice job with staging this house. So this house is just over 1,800 square feet. The living room does not feel small. Obviously, this is a very open concept floor plan, but this couch that they have right here would comfortably seat 5 people. And they've got a 6-person dining room table over there, and there is plenty of room. You still have those 3 seats at the kitchen island, and the island is huge. Let's just take a look at it. Yeah, it's probably the size of a full bed. It's a big island. So this is just for a 3-story townhome. They did a really nice job with fitting everything in and still giving you a really amazing kitchen. Let's check out the balcony. Over here is the half bath. Down this way, you've got the pool. So again, you have a courtyard view here, and most of the models or the units that are going to be left, you are going to have a courtyard or pool view here. Let's take it back inside and go check out that house. Isn't it amazing how light this is without the lights on? I love it. All right. Here you go. Just a little powder bathroom with a window, but again, the placement's really good. It is on the opposite side of the kitchen and the dining. So it's just a perfect spot so that you don't have to go downstairs or upstairs to use the bathroom. All right, let's go to the 3rd floor. By the way, these steps are not LVP. These are actually real wood steps. So they did put real wood in, and then they stained it the color that they stained it. Sometimes they try to match the LVP that they put in, and here they just went with like a darker color that matches everything. Okay, we are starting in my favorite bedroom of the 3. And so what I love about this bedroom is that, and it's hard to tell I think from this video, but it's a lot bigger than it looks. And so I just imagine this being a really special retreat kind of place. There's plenty of room to put like a desk or a little workout area, or, you know, your reading nook or a meditation area, but this room is really big. And we do have 9-foot ceilings on this floor. There's 10-foot ceilings on the 2nd floor. So here you have double closets. And the reason this room is a little bit larger than the others is because this floor plan used to also come as a 4-bedroom. And in this model, they combined those 2 bedrooms and made them into one. So here's the bathroom. Guess we can turn the light on in here. So again, you just have a sink, toilet, but you do have a tub in this one, which is great if you need that for puppy, baby, or if you just take baths. And again, tile all the way up to the ceiling, which is a good feature. So one of the things that I do like about this floor plan is that every bedroom does have its own dedicated full bathroom. And let's go check out the other bedroom. On our way there, we're gonna stop and look at the laundry. And it's really just like a laundry closet is what I would call that. I don't know what else you call it. You do have a little bit of space right here, but this would probably just be for, I don't know, maybe some sort of chest, or I guess you could put a chair there, maybe put a reading area there, but it is kind of small. And over here, voila, you actually do have one closet that you can dedicate toward your linens or your board games, whichever you prefer. And another thermostat, which is awesome. And then here is the HVAC closet. All right, and so technically this bedroom is considered the primary bedroom. They do have a king bed in here, so you can see that they have comfortably fit a king bed with 2 nightstands, tons of natural light, and what makes this the primary really is that it has this big walk-in closet. So I think this closet is probably about 6 feet by 6 feet. And it does have a window. Very light and bright in this room. Blinds are already installed, which is another great feature. Let's check out the bathroom. All right, we have dual vanities here. Again, we have the walk-in shower. Frameless glass here. I like the door because the door opens both ways. I know that's just a small feature, but it's something that I think is pretty cool and I just like it. And then there is the potty. One thing about this floor plan that's different from some of the others is that there's no separate water closet for the toilet, which, you know, pros and cons to that, right? It just depends on who you're sharing your bathroom with. But again, I do like this floor plan because it does have 3 bedrooms and each bedroom has its own bathroom. So like if you're the kind of person maybe who's going to be moving in and have a roommate or have a lot of visitors, then this would be the perfect floor plan for that. All right, let's head back down and do one more look through. See if I missed anything. Got our 10-foot ceilings on this floor. One thing I did want to say is that I will put links below that link to all of the features and amenities that come with this house, just because it's too many to list here. So, you know what I mean? We're talking flat walls, you know, the quartz countertops that are in the kitchen, the shiplap, the type of flooring, the colors. I'll put a link down in the description so that you can read through everything that comes with these houses. All right, we are finished with our tour, and thanks for staying with me. And if you're thinking about making one of these townhomes your own or considering something else in Jax Beach next week, next month, or next year, feel free to give me a call, send a text, or shoot an email. I definitely want to be the one to help you. I'll see you in the next one.